Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of
Midwest Reviews.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Age of Extinction.
Thank God it was so much better than Dark of the Moon.
Michael Bay, you did redeem yourself. I applaud you for that. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that, honestly.
First and foremost, the one thing that Michael Bay did in this movie is, I'm a typical, I want Megatron versus Optimus like throughout the whole movie. He took a different route because the Decepticons weren't the bad guys, really, until the very end. And we're going to spoil it. If you haven't seen it, turn to another one of our videos now. Don't watch this if you haven't seen it and you don't like spoilers, so spoilers ahead. Because in the movie, one of my favorite things is Megatron returns as Galvatron. Now, one of the things is they keep going back and forth between the name Megatron and Galvatron, but they get the point across that clearly Megatron is alive and in a new body. And to tickle fans of the original 80s series, Frank Welker, the original voice of Megatron and Galvatron, voices him in this movie. That's awesome.
I think that's pretty cool too. So, honestly, I thought the way they did. This one is a movie that true fans of the Transformers series have been waiting for. This is a movie about Transformers.
And the main bad guys are humans and a non-Decepticon, non-Autobot. He's a Cybertronian. He's neutral. Lockdown. The humans and Lockdown are teaming up to hunt the rest of the Transformers on Earth, so that once all the Transformers are hunted and extinguished it doesn't matter whether they're Decepticon or Autobot, because in the movie, the humans want all Transformers gone, so they team up with this bounty hunter named Lockdown. He gets Optimus Prime, and the humans get all Transformers off their planet. That's the ultimate deal that they strike. And one of the things, I like Stanley Tucci, I like Kelsey Grammer, and I like Mark Wahlberg. He is a definite upgrade from Shia LaBeouf.
Honestly, he was like right there next to Optimus Prime, like, I'm here with you, buddy. I'm here to kick some butt. So, one of the reasons why they wanted all of the Autobots and Decepticons and all the robots done off the Earth is because what they were trying to do was they were trying to create their own versions of those robots, and in the process, they were trying to create an Optimus Prime, but were failing because
Stanley Tucci's like, I modeled Galvatron off of Optimus Prime. He goes, why does he keep looking like Megatron? And well, the fact was, Megatron was taking over that new body that they built.
But I personally, I like Bumblebee, but I really didn't want to see him all the time. And in this movie, it was nice to actually see Bumblebee take a back seat and to let the others, have a chance to be a part of the movie. So
and
that was cool.
If you have reservations, I mean, he's still in it. But the fact is in previous films when Mark Wahlberg has said, oh, we're going to have new cool robots, everybody was like, we don't care, we like the ones we've seen. And then you'd see them and you're like, oh, okay, that's okay, except for the racist Transformers.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's better because the other Autobots introduced, one of them is Drift. And I'm probably going to mispronounce his last name, but he's voiced by Ken Watanabe. Another thing is plot-wise, they left it open because Galvatron is let loose. He's on his own. He's not leashed or anything. He broke control, the humans' control over him. So he's out there planning his revenge against Optimus Prime. The Dinobots are set free at the end of the movie, so they run off somewhere. And Optimus flies off into space to find his creators.
I'm a huge fan of the Dinobots, so I mean, when they had the Dinobots, that was pretty cool. Having Optimus Prime basically on the back of Grimlock, that was pretty cool.
And then the other Autobots rode the other Dinobots.
The other ones. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, in terms of my favorite character, and I don't know, it may be yours too, but I really just, after seeing the movie, I really like Hound. John Goodman voiced Hound, and I thought that was just he embodied the role so perfectly. I mean, it was almost like John Goodman as a robot. I thought it was funny because the whole time he had this like mechanical looking, I guess, cigar, and so I thought it was funny. I'm like, a transformer smoking. I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
It was probably
it was probably an electronic cigar. Is probably what it was.
Well, an e-cig, an Energon cigar.
Yeah, an Energon. There you go, an Energon cigar.
He's
So
just smoking an e-cig.
yeah,
It was just
Energon cigar.
anyway. But like one of the funny things is Stanley Tucci. Kelsey Grammer is a bad guy in this movie. Stanley Tucci, on the other hand, thought he was doing what was right. Is he thought, you know, if we build Transformers of our own, we have a better chance of anything like this happens again. And at the very end, you realize he wasn't a bad guy at all. He
was misguided, really.
He thought he was doing what was right. And they have a lot of homages to the previous eras of Transformers.
You know, as far as the action sequences go, been in the past. I mean, you could actually follow it this time. It had the amount of action that a PG-13 would have, but it didn't go that far as to deserve an R rating.
It's kind of like the first year or chapter on their own, and then you move on to another chapter.
And so I think it was safe for Michael Bay to go ahead and to use Imagine Dragons, because you know, honestly, they fit the song that they did actually fit the storyline. So at the end, it really feels like it's a part of the Transformers. So, and I believe it was called Battle Cry.
And I rank it up there with Revenge of the Fallen. I think
Absolutely.
Those two are the best two out of the whole movie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Third on the list probably is the very first one.
Yeah.
And then we just don't even.
We don't even classify the third one in the list.
I'm going to make this a two-parter. Anyway, one over Age of Extinction, one over Six Flags. This has been another episode of Midwest Reviews.
So to speak, because he had this, you know, this technology was at his grasp, and he thought he'd be doing it for good reasons. So, our next review is on this plane that just flew overhead.
Southwest Airlines.
Southwest Airlines.
No. So anyway, that's it for now, and this has been another episode of Midwest Reviews. So I said that really country. Let's try that again. So anyway, that has been another episode.
Ready?
No. Okay, let's try this one more time. This is probably gonna end up in the end credits. Anyway.